This one will talk about the sport wars. Obviously, my next couple streams will talk about the console wars and other stuff. Me calling out people that I know that are toxic. But anyways, like I told Mr. Francis, obviously, your team's the worst team in the league, whether you like that or not. They barely got any draft capital. They also are in salary cap hell because they got all these coming contracts. They have to worry about D'Angelo Russell's contract, which they might really lose him for nothing. And I know a lot of people are going to put an asterisk as far as defensive player. I know Mr. Francis is going to do it, but an asterisk. Said, well, shot blocking. If you know about volleyball background, Mr. Francis, you don't overlook that. Volleyball's what started that. But yeah, Bron's made a lot of all NBA defensive teams, but he has one defensive player of the year. He gets overlooked because he's already the great defender that he is. It's better defenders than him. But like I said, your team in the West can't compete against other teams that are trying to get the two teams I could say they missed out on the opportunity was Memphis, but Memphis will return the problems. I think the Kings will turn the problems. I think one of my favorite teams, the Pelicans, who made the playoffs last year, obviously. Well, hopefully Zion will make his postseason debut. He didn't get to play in those postseason games because of that hamstring issue, but now I'm back in game shape now. Zion's back in game shape now. Now this is going to be one of the most busiest off seasons for the Pelicans. Yeah, the most busy season for the Lakers, the Lakers can't sign nobody because they don't have the money to sign nobody, Mr. Francis. They only can sign people to do veteran or absorb contract. They only can do that. Or they only can sign people to 1 year deals pretty much. They can't afford to sign D'Angelo Russell because his contract, he's going to want command a lot. D'Angelo Russell's going to command a lot of money. And the Lakers can't match that off, and they're going to lose him for nothing. So they lost probably one of their best perimeter players, pretty much, and they ain't going to have no shooting again. But like I said, you hate Michael Jordan because he's from New York. And he was hyped in rapping too, as well. If you know what that said, to have some of the greatest rappers of all time. Count Nicki, almost said Fat Joe. 50 Cent for some of the greatest rappers from the Bronx. But Michael Jordan was hyped in rapping too. Other sports, he was hyped in rapping too. But Michael Jordan was one of the most influential players of all time. Even when he retired twice, he was playing multiple sports, Mr. Francis. Much you keep overlooking that. You hate him because he's older than you. To say it for what it is, he's 62, you're only in your 30s. Who's lived longer on this earth here? Mm-hmm. And he has the money like that too because he has all these sponsors. Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, his shoes, a lot of other sponsors. But like I said, he's only one of the surfers that had multiple 3,000-point seasons. Michael Jordan also, he was one of the players that have multiple 2,000-point seasons, all with one franchise, and still holds up a variety of records with the Bulls to this day. Couldn't be in top 5 in Bulls history in franchises in blocks. Overall blocks per game, and blocks period. And he's still loyal to his franchise, unlike LeBron. I know LeBron, the reason why LeBron did that podcast because he tries to change the narrative in Clutch Sports. Yeah, I call him what Clutch Sports has been doing too. I've been watching on Dreamers Pro short clips and Dream Post clips. That Clutch Sports is controlling everything. If royalty, you can't do that. You can't do that all the time. This is why LeBron keeps changing the narrative. As long as he keeps doing what he's doing in the NBA, he'll never get it done. He won't even defend himself. The next two streams I make, that will talk about the console wars after this stream. And then the third one will talk about me calling out people that are toxic and narcissistic when it comes to race quitting games. But the next two streams, that one will talk about the console war, the other one Next stream I make that will talk about the console wars, and the third one, the next stream I'll make after that, that's gonna talk about people that are very toxic. Not I watch channels that talk about mental health, but anyways, that's what I was saying. That was about sports, obviously, but as long as Ron keeps doing what he's doing, chasing 6 and chasing 11 falls short. Because like I said, Mr. Francis, you don't understand what that channel is talking about when you stay loyal to your franchise. You don't understand loyalty. I said, well, you don't understand loyalty, you don't need to be in a relationship if you're dating right now. Because loyalty is what matters to people. Even when you have a criminal record like me and yourself. So like I said, Lakers can't sign nobody, and out of all the jobs, the Lakers is the hardest job for Jay Redick because he has to. How's he gonna get draft capital? How's he gonna get players to come to that team? And that team is a dumpster fire. And like I said, the Lakers are the worst team in the league. The Lakers Jordan's the undisputed GOAT of all time. Whether he didn't play 2 decades in the NBA or not, he played a decade, didn't he? Decade in the NBA plus in the NBA, didn't he? But he missed 2 years of his athletic prime because he broke his leg and broke his back trying to dunk over a 7'6" guy. I saw a clip for that a while ago. It wasn't good, and then he almost broke his neck in the process. But give credit for trying to dunk over that worst matchup, and then he was able to rehab that. That was why he retired the first time. Because he was rehabbing that, he was playing multiple sports, and he was playing baseball, football, and golf. Anyways, yeah, that's me all day. But anyways, but like I said, me with Tiger and Strategy was better than LeBron because he took accountability for his actions and his sins. He accounted his height and weight classes and mortality injuries. Like I said, Tiger Woo, that defies me of animal horoscope, was the undisputed GOAT of all time. The scrutiny, controversy, despair, trauma, dealing with death, all types of when it kind of overcoming his injuries because of age and weight classes too. But when Tiger was beefed up, of a nostalgia like me, was beefed up, I was in my absolute prime. Just that my back gave out. My back gave out when I was 186. 186 pounds, I'm almost close to back to my back's back to normal now. But like I said, Mr. Francis, when it comes to chasing 6, there was a lot of people that Michael Jordan inspired, including people in skateboarding, swimming. Hell, even Bill Russell inspired people to win double-digit titles, and Bruce Ray and Shane Ray, like myself, win double-digit titles. But you can't overlook what Michael Jordan has done. Michael Jordan's one of the most influential players of all time. You know, he played multiple sports like Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, and another dude I just mentioned in my stream a few days ago. There's another dude I just mentioned, I forgot his name, but yeah, what he inspired a lot of people when it came to playing multiple sports. Yes, Michael Jordan was hyped in wrestling too, pun intended as well, just that he chose basketball. You know, he does golf on his free time and baseball on his free time because of charity events. But yeah, you want to hit Michael Jordan because he keeps himself active too, unlike Mr. Francis right now. Because Clutch Sports has been doing behind the scenes. They're trying to control the narrative. They control everything. Well, Mr. Francis said trademark. I said, well, what you would say go? I said go because he's still loyal to the franchise. You don't need it. If you're dating somebody right now, Mr. Francis, you don't need to be in a relationship. Don't define being in a relationship of me being in a relationship. If I was in a relationship, I would have succeeded. That's still loyal to that person. I was my spouse, obviously, but like I said, you don't overlook loyalty. You know you're a June Cancer. You damn sure don't know you're a Warner horoscope. You damn sure don't overlook loyalty. Because most warlocks appreciate loyalty. If you're not overlook loyalty when it comes to Michael Jordan, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. But anyways. Like I said, Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time, whether Mr. Francis likes it or not. Because he played in other sports, he kept himself active, even when he missed those first 2 years in the NBA, his rookie and sophomore year in the NBA, unfortunately, because of his injuries. Like I said, he tried to dunk with 7'6" guy. But anyways, like I said, Michael Jordan's the undisputed GOAT of all time, whether Mr. Francis likes it or not. Because he was the most influential player that inspired a lot of people to kind of chasing six wins, anything titles or wins in golf, men's or women's. That's why he inspired a lot of people, going back to the 1930s and earlier than that. So like I said, Mr. Francis, you can't overlook loyalty with Michael Jordan either. I know you go for the Astros near the defense. Well, Ron didn't win defense player of the year, and he made all NBA the first team and second team multiple times. So what you talking about? What you talking about? Because like I said, you only hate him because he has more money than you. And he's older than you. And he can get in your head files your psyche too. And you don't want to put your hands on that man either. That was one day I wanted to meet Michael Jordan. I wanted to meet that man years ago. Just didn't get a chance to do it, unfortunately. But he's one of my favorite players of all time. Because when the 90s era came up, obviously, I was born in that era, obviously, but that's when Jordan was at his absolute peak. But he was Black Jesus for good reason. Because, like I said, you don't overlook what Kobe Bryant did either as well, and Vince Carter's done as well. Especially, he didn't have a title. Obviously, he won it as a role player in 2011. But you don't overlook what the 6'6" guys, what they call the demigods, counting the women's too. You don't overlook those players either because they've already done it. For example, the Aces won multiple WNBA titles and won the few especially to win multiple NBA titles. The Houston Comets. But yeah. Like I said, I've been roasting Shannon Sharp and Mr. Francis, obviously, because they don't know who the Michael Jordans are. I don't know who the Michael Jordans are. Shannon Sharp's an idiot. I hate him. I like him, but I hate him at the same time. Anyways, like I said, you can't overlook the Michael Jordans, Mr. Francis. Kobe Bryant was the next closest to Jordan because they both had 11 combined titles. Most by two guards that played in different eras in NBA history as far as the combined titles. You don't overlook that stat either. Because Kobe Bryant was originally drafted by the Hornets. But Jeannie Buss made a desperate ass trade. They wanted him to chase titles in the East because he knew he would have won 6 with Charlotte, and Charlotte would have already been successful. Then they would have been the worst team. Charlotte would have been the worst team in the league, finally, like right now. But, like I said, you can't overlook what Michael Jordan has done. Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT of all time, whether Mr. Francis likes it or not. You know him because he got more money than you. He obviously didn't want to meet him in person either, but you would have, I would have. You can't hit on him either as a fighter either, because he will knock that Mr. Francis knock the hell out of Mr. Francis right now. You put your hands on him. 6'6", you only 5'1", so do that math for you right there. Trying to put your hands on one of the all-time great athletes and celebrities of all time. I actually wanted to meet Michael Jordan, no lie. He was one of my favorite icons of all time. Just didn't get the chance to meet him, unfortunately. I know Mr. Francis gonna say I hate that stats and stuff, and I said, well, data pies and data channels is this because I follow all those channels on YouTube. Data pies and data analysts and data pies and data that ran on my grandmother's then follows that. My father's in because they had degrees in that field, if you know, graphic arts and visual arts, as far as movies itself. Them being in movies and stuff that define data analytics and percentages and data pies and data graphs and all types of. But anyways, you can't overlook what Michael Jordan's done, Mr. Francis, much you keep overlooking that. I know you're gonna say LeBron's the undisputed GOAT of all time. I say, well, he has 6 NBA Finals losses, most in NBA history. Second most in NBA. Only Jerry Russ had more. Jerry Russ had more, I think. Call me on that, Mr. Frank. I could be wrong, but I think Jerry Russ had more Finals losses, and that was all honest losses because they were facing better teams. But anyways, LeBron still had 6 Finals losses, but 3 of those came against Golden State. Like I said, Steve Kerr's the undisputed GOAT because he won 6 titles as a player, 7 as a coach. Russell. For sure. You also hate yourself, Mr. Friends, because a lot of people won multiple titles as a coach and as a player. That's double-digit title. I know you're going to say trademark. I said, well, as a coach and as a player, you don't overlook players to win double-digit titles, especially as a coach and a player combined. Because that's what you did with the undisputed GOATs of all time, too, as well. So like I said, Mr. Francis, you hate yourself. You know your birthday is the same. I know your birthday is the Sunday, June cancer. You think. But you're too emotional when it comes to Michael Jordan. I know you're going to laugh at that, but at the same time, you need to humble yourself right now when it comes to loyalty, too. You know, you're in a relationship, you sure shouldn't be dating. Because you overlook loyalty. I'm sorry. I know your water horoscope. I'm sorry. You don't overlook loyalty. That's in sports, too, pun intended. You just don't do that. You think betrayal's all right, and it's not. Not for LeBron right now, because it's not working out to his favor either. Because LeBron's aging. He's not the same player that was in his 20s and his mid-30s then. As far as his athletic prime, LeBron's peak really ended in 2019. Going back to his 5 years and peak ended in 2019. My peak, as far as golf was concerned, that's still going on. As far as peak, pretty much ageless. My peak really ended when I turned 18. Obviously, my peak really ended. I would say 2021, to be honest. But my peak really didn't end, obviously, because I was still at my family members' houses. But anyways, my peak really ended. Your peak really. Your peak really ends when you're 34 years old. That's when your peak really ends. But I'm not that age for another 3 years from now. So, like I said, Mr. Frank, you honestly hate yourself. You know, you're in a relationship, but I don't give a damn right now. You don't overlook loyalty. Because most horoscopes are probably loyal to the person that didn't know horoscopes in Zodiac. But anyways, Michael Jordan's done undisputed GOAT all time, whether you like it or not, because he inspired a lot of people, men's or women's, to chase 6 in any sport, pretty much wins or titles or both. And shoot a 6 in golf far as getting double eagles, pretty much. But, well, 6, Harvard with a 1, but shooting hole in ones. But anyways, Bill Russell did in my grandmother's era, pretty much. The reason my boss has the most titles in NBA history. Bill Russell has 11 of those 18. Phenomenal Bruce Ray and Shenroy, the Green Hornets. San Francisco Bisons, Washington Huskies. But anyways, and San Francisco Bisons. But anyways, like I said, Mr. Francis, you obviously hate yourself. Yeah, we lost to Houston, but Houston still trying to get himself back in the AL wildcard race. Yeah, we lost by 3 runs. Saw that game. Obviously, between the Orioles and the Astros, we were down 8, and then we stormed back. Just that they come back, fell short. Lost 14-11. We lost by 3. We were down as much as 8 runs, but couldn't come back for that because Houston already put us out of our misery in the first several innings. But anyways, I am an Orioles fan, a Brewers fan, a Pelicans fan, also a Padres fan. We just beat Philadelphia, one of the best teams in baseball and the National League. We're trying to keep pace for that 3rd wildcard spot in the National League wildcard race, trying to hold on to it, obviously, because it's been back and forth as the National League teams swapping wins and losses as the National League wildcard race. It's been back and forth. Literally. We're 40-40, and then Baltimore is 49-27. But Padres are 40-40. That's 50-50. That's yin yang. That's heaven and hell. And we're a very good road team. And very good home team today. We just losing the better players. But we're losing the better teams. I didn't say better players, better teams. That happens sometimes, in a 162 game season. But anyways, Like I said, Mr. Francis, you honestly hate yourself. You don't look at Michael Jordan in baseball either. No, that Willie Mays just died too. Just found out he died a few days ago from health issues. Willie Mays, and his son's still alive on this earth. So that was one another. That was another play that inspired the Negro League as far as baseball is concerned. So, like I said, Michael Jordan's the undisputed GOAT of all time. Still 6-0. LeBron's 4-6. Make that comparison. It's not a comparison. Yeah, no, Mr. Francis gonna say 40,000 points, 21 years in the NBA, 20 All NBA teams. He had five of those. Five of those with third team. Most of his first team and second team came with other teams. His only first team All NBA honor was the Lakers. That was back in 2018, 20. That was at 2019, 2020. He hasn't made first team All NBA since then. He's been second or third. And that's even with his declining age and injuries starting to slowly pile up on that leg, his pivot leg per se. So like I said, LeBron will not be in the league, even with the expansion teams coming on the way. Mr. Francis, he'll be all right in the league by then. I know the reason why Mr. Francis don't want to do a podcast with me is because he knows I'm always right when it comes to Michael Jordans too. He knows. So I said, that's your opinion. I said, well, I did not ask for Mr. Francis didn't give a damn about that. That's how much I changed. Get back on track as far as my dream jobs. But anyways, like I said, Mr. Francis, but like I said, Michael Jordan's the undisputed GOAT of all time, whether Mr. Francis likes it or not. Like I said, Kobe Bryant was the next closest to Jordan, obviously, because he had great coaches around him, keep himself out of trouble and other things as well. The next closest to Jordan, he did not win a ring, obviously, because he was chasing in the East. Unlike Kobe Bryant, when he was chasing in the West, that wasn't an issue. He was spiritually chasing in the East as Jeannie Buss made a desperate ass trade years ago. And it worked out, but Kobe Bryant's just still your all-time. Kobe Bryant's still your all-time field goal attempted leader. LeBron's on that list, but that's for futility for honest misses as far as field goals attempted or makes. But like I said, Mr. Francis, you honestly hate yourself. You can't say you hate your horoscope, you hate yourself. Because you can't get it done with me when it comes to Michael Jordan. That's probably why he didn't want to start a podcast with me. And he probably got his setting on Instagram to a different setting because he knows I'm right. I'm not wrong. When it comes to my sports, I know my stats. Especially when it comes to the data analysts and data pies and data. But I know Mr. Francis going to say 40,000 points. 40,000 points, 21 years in the NBA, 20 all NBA. It doesn't matter though if we don't have 6 titles either. Or 11 either. That's what matters. That's what matters. The NBA Finals. That's what matters. I told Mr. Francis too. You guys hate yourself because I rushed you when it comes to Michael Jordan. You said, I know what you're gonna say. Go. I said, well, 6 titles, didn't lose. And he had a lot of records too, broken in the NBA too. Records that have yet to be broken. That's closest person that surpassed Michael Jordan. That was Steve Kerr, as far as titles as a player and a coach. He has 7 as a coach. Michael Jordan, the coach was like me. But like I said, his friends hates himself right now because the Michael Jordans in every sport program, men's or women's. I know Mr. Friends how good there is to no one over like LeBron. I said, well, if it's consensus no one overall pick and he's 18, the odds of the hype for him is real. But you like that or not, whether you like that or not. Victor Women down is the perfect example of why he's chasing rings now. Entering year 2 as he goes for his first All-Star game and last Rising Stars game, and he'll be a grown adult now and getting his rookie suit match and his fully guaranteed to then final suit match where he stays with the Spurs for the rest of his career. But anyways, I jumped to his height. Even with manner of a nostalgia on cack, I jumped to his height. I was Madden's height 5'9" once. But anyways, I jumped to his height. Like I said, Mr. Friends, you honestly hate yourself. But okay, guys, I end the stream right there. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, add me on Facebook, um, add me on Microsoft as the app, add me on PSN as well. I'm not gonna be on PSN no more, but I'm only on Microsoft now. Seriously, that's all digital. You can follow me on Twitch as well. I have 5 Twitch accounts. Um, Also, you can add me on PSN. You can add me on Xbox. You want to see more content with me roasting Mr. Francis and Shannon Sharp and me roasting Henny? I'll give you another clip after that. I'll put my phone on the charger. Obviously, but I'll probably make the clips when I'm on while my phone is charging as well. Um, so yeah, guys, I'll stop the stream right there. Make sure you add me on PSN, add me on the Microsoft app. Follow me everywhere on Instagram. WWE Watching 2, Chen Lee Lin. Hunter Konami, College, and that's my Facebook. One College and Facebook, Instagram one. But you follow me on that too as well. Add me on Facebook. My Facebook name is a whole maiden name spelled backwards. You'll see the picture of me, and then you'll see the picture of Heaven and Hell picture on Facebook, pretty much. Get me on PSN, obviously. X for Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Chun-Li He-She, Machikao He-She 4, and Super Nintendo 64 without the ER, but Super Nintendo 60 got me off all those PSN accounts, but I won't be on Sony no more. I'll be on Xbox Series S. Soon enough, soon enough. Yeah, me everywhere pretty much. You can follow me on YouTube, Silent11, primary domain nickname under it. Egyptian Queen 2. Luxor Queen 3 nickname under it as well. And Sony Xbox 44 and Sony Xbox 7 as well, nickname under it as well. But you add me on social media as well, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I stream daily, obviously. A lot of people request, most of my subscribers request it pretty much. So if you want to see more of my content, me roasting Shannon Sharp, Mr. Francis as well, and any person that's changing there when it comes to Michael Jordan as well, then it's me calling out Henny in the next stream. I've been calling out Henny most of last year and this year too. Subscribe to my YouTube channels, and you'll see me why I've been calling out these people when it kind of things that I see every day. Pretty much. But I was in the stream right there, guys. Yeah.